아, 결국에는 얘가 또 왕국을 한 개 세우겠네. 와, 씨. 어떻게 이걸? 달리면 되는 거야 그냥? 와, 씨. 어떻게 패 이걸? 뭐야?
Hamburg is to the left along the stream.
Keep us up, lad.
Flee!
이렇게 하면 되는 거야 그냥?
Itt Abdallah te postarička.
와, 겁나 빠르네. 어떻게 따돌리냐 이걸?
They'll kill you all!
오, 오, 오.
Run for it!
말 지쳤는데? 어떡해? 엄마야. 이거 어디까지 달려야 되냐 이거? 아니 이걸 어떻게 도망가? 아니 따로 목적지가 있나? 보자. 어?
Back your glass.
어씨.
Tudod, hogy fog még fölni?
다른 법 어디야? 저인 것 같은데.
Left.
오케이.
Talmud gets to the left along the stream.
After through it, lass.
여기.
Viva las like the hot.
오.
Mago lag. That do dish.
오. 왜 안 떨려 말.
Oh, poco ba big that.
아 이건 무빙으로 피할 수가 없다.
Todo toys på väg ut ni.
이거 어떻게 피해 이걸? 참. 아 스트레스 받. 빨리 못 넘기나 이거? 이제 대충 어딘지 감이 온다.
Todo toys på väg ut ni. Kittekerem a nyakat, te nyomoros.
Left. Talmud gets to the left along the stream. Run for it!
Oh, poco ba big that.
오케이 이제 좀 약간 잘 도망가는 것 같다. 힘들어한단 말.
Warn
Don't-
the others! They've tore its scallops! Yeah.
Get it, Begani.
Run for it!
와
Big as the gayo. After through it, lass. Stop again.
Flee! To Talmud!
오씨 겁나 쫓아오네.
Viva las like the hot. Out of bushos min det
Dit
det
up
väl.
the like the poster.
어 됐다. 와씨.
Oh my god. Hey,
Jesus Christ!
help! Skeleton's been attacked! Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
아주 호둥기네!
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
와 살았네.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish.
아니 이때까지 치료 다 해주고 있었는데 게으름뱅이라고 하냐.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
생각보다 로딩이 기네. 맞을 뻔했네.
Well, I suppose it can wait another day. Tell him to come this.
I will. Thank you.
멀리도 왔네.
Something to eat.
음식. 당근이라도 먹어. 됐다. 집에서 훔쳐놓기 잘했다. 포화금 같은 거 어떻게 보지? 27. 됐어. 다 정해 있네.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal?
먹을 거
I
주네.
heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master?
빵이랑 괜히 먹었잖아.
Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
이 새끼 인성 별로 안 좋은 것 같은데.
You fled from Skalitz? How did you manage that? I'm sorry about what happened to you, but it's no excuse for rudeness.
왜 평판이 열악해? 미리 먹는 게 아닌가? 아들의 숙소 여긴가? 오,
Is there something you need?
여기야? 아, 어디로 가야 돼? 오, 좋다.
Hey!
아, 뭐 다 사적인 공간이고.
What the hell was that?
아, 야.
Is someone there?
What the hell are you fooling about here for? Be off!
What's up? Do you need some help?
아, 여기서 자는 거야? 아, 어딘지 모르겠다. 응? 응?
God be with you.
So, Robot, where's that chamber you said I could sleep in?
Thank you, sir.
Hmm?
So, Robot, where's that chamber?
Good God, lad. Don't you listen to what anyone tells you? It's in the lodge in the court.
Thank you, sir.
Take care now.
내 성 앞마당이 그러니까 어디로 가야 되냐고. 진짜 이것들이. 여기야?
Good evening.
Where's that chamber for me?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened?
Thank you. If I needed some food, who should I...
Who do you think, young man?
I'd like to buy something.
Of course, lad.
다 필요 없다. 성 앞마당. 이거 하면 되나? 더 멀어지는데? 물리하래 시켜. 아 진짜 찾기 힘드네. 사촌이 공간이라고 뭐라 하더만. 아휴 드디어 자네. 언제까지 자야 돼? 아침까지 지금 몇 시인지 올 줄 알아. 곳이 7시, 12시간 자야겠네.
Rolls will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately.
눈 뜨고 있는데.
Yes, sir.
저 잘하니까 좀.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
너무 입산 사람이 되겠나? 아니다, 말해줘야지
You might
그래도.
be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
오, 성공.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I ran as if my life depended on it, which it did. But my guardian angel watched over me and I made it to the mill below the castle.
It's as well you
성공.
did. The Lord be praised.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her.
거짓말은 안 해야지
God
그래도.
knows I wanted to. Even though I had the sword we made for Sarazik, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years,
무섭나 저리 처음 들어보니까.
but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
근데 화술은 거짓말 쳐야 되나 계속.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
The well is deep, and we've got decent stocks of food.
That's probably why they attacked so quick, so we wouldn't have time to join forces.
Good health to you.
What's happening?
No. It could be Sigismund's army.
Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud tonight? Especially since he's lost the...
Maybe he's away.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivis sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, there's huge storms. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get there. Won't we?
Right, we will.
May the Lord watch over you.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber? Sir Radzig. What a relief. Is his lordship there with you? Yes, sir. He is right here. What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say,
쟤 좀 이상한 것 같은데.
than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Tamber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't be a cold mate right there now!
재밌네.
Man,
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battle?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request. You answered yes.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Farewell.
이렇게 하는 거 아니야?
Good day to you.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip?
I can't imagine how they did it. The more I think about it, when you're on campaign, you keep watch no matter how much it's pissing you off. If any of us make such a cocker, Sir
You only say that because you never saw them attack.
Aye.
Is Sir Robard really that tough?
Tough? Aye. But he's fair. He's a veteran of...
I believe it.
Good luck to you.
어씨.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
아직까지 어떻게 기다려?
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
헐 미쳤다.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratsig Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratsig Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
뭐지?
God be with you.
Where did these humans...
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. And believe me...
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg. Well, but the good Lord gave me ears. And I've heard some things...
Were there many?
Indeed. But it was the Kuttenberg mercy.
I see.
Listen, lad. These are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas. Wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons...
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose...
King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a like...
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
Why did Sigismund burn down...
That's war for you.
So Robard, I need to get...
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you...
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by...
Sorry, lad, but I... Take care now.
아씨 뭐야?
Take care now.
Why did Sig... Where did these...
어씨 뭐야?
Sigismund's moved on, and we've got nothing to worry about. God be with you.
I need to get out.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it.
My mother and father...
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it.
What am I supposed to...
How should I know? Maybe some If a Talmberg soldier turns up, all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet...
All right.
Farewell.
Oh, you must be pulling.
Good day to you. May the Lord watch over
Could do with a bite to eat.
아, 저 훔쳐야 되나? 락핀을 구해야 되나?
Good day to you.
Can you tell me where I can...
Go to the cook.
What if I want something?
Best ask Votiver, the pond keeper. But I don't know if he made it inside the castle before they... May the Lord watch over you.
이리 나가면 안 돼?
Fuck, that fool from Skalitz has gone and jumped in the moat! Raise the alarm! He's trying to escape!
됐다.
Gotcha! Let me go for... Your go... Except... If I don't bury them now, they'll be ripped to pieces by jackdaws and scattered over unhallowed ground, and I'm stuck here, a stone's throw away.
All right, shove me. I'll pretend you caught me off guard and I fell over. I'll deal with the others. You just get out of here on the double.
Kurva!
착하네.
Got you.
아씨 왜 이리 잡히네.
Jesus, you gave me the runaround.
Let me go, for Christ's sake! I have to bury my parents!
You're going nowhere, except back inside.
Let me go. I'll give you silver.
How much?
얼마나?
Not likely. Except back inside.
But I have to... All right, take me.
That's a good lad.
아씨. 개빡치네 이거. 잡혀서 왔어. 아, 다 깔려있네 개미뱅이.
God be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the...
락핀 좋아.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye.
겁나 비싸네.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
14.7원이 없는데 어떡해.
Hey, who's there?
Good morning. God bless.
돈을 어떻게 벌지? 도박 없나? 오, 밖으로 됐다.
Jesus Christ. Oh well.
Can we trade?
If you've got the call.
Can we do something?
Aye. So this is a waste of time.
어림도 없네. 다는 잡아도 뭘 안 하네.
What the fuck?
Can we trade?
Good luck to you.
와, 0.15밖에 안 주네.
God be with you. Take care.
Good day, Duke. Take care.
Fuck, that fool from Skalitz has gone and jumped in the moat. Raise the alarm. He's trying to escape.
일로 볼까?
Two men down there. There's a prisoner escaping. Catch him. There, below the battle. Fuck, that fool from Skalitz has gone and jumped in the moat. Raise the alarm. He's trying to escape.
돈이 없어. 가야 돼. 오씨, 경비병이다. 오케이, 물을 따라서 가야겠다. 이래가면 안 잡히겠네.
Got you.
아씨.
Will you never give up?
Let me go, for Christ's sake. I have to bury my parents.
You're
와,
going
미치겠다.
nowhere, except back inside.
If I don't bury them now, they'll be ripped to pieces by jackdaws and scattered over unhallowed ground. And I'm stuck here, a stone's throw away.
오케이, 한 번은 봐주네.
Shove me. I'll pretend you caught me off guard and I fell over. I'll deal with the others. You just get out of here on the double.
좋아, 고마워.
Ah!
고마워.
Cramp, damn it. Come here, lads. Never mind that.
오케이, 도망쳐 나온 것 같다. 이 정도 왔으면 솔직히 안 잡히겠지. 됐어. 오케이. 어?
It's like they've already gone.
와. 어디야? 5분한데. 와, 이거 다 죽이면서 왔네.
What's going on there? What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you?
뭐야? 저장도 못해.
Oh, God.
아, 이걸 또 어떻게 다 뛰어가?
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
도적이다.
Hey!
No, leave me be. Don't kill me. I have nothing.
Why would anyone do this? What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Hey, who's there? What are you doing here?
일로 가야겠네. 오, 얘네 또 오는 것 같은 데인가? 오는 것 같은데. 어? 어씨, 어떻게 들어가? 다 닫혀 있는데? 뭐야? 어디로 들어가야 돼? 뭐 들어갈 수가 없잖아.
You're in the wrong. Right.
아 적당히 뺄걸. 너무 팼나. 잠깐만, 입을 건 입어야지. 이거 입고 버리고 이거 버리고 됐다. 들어왔다.
Bailiff. He didn't run like me. Died with a sword in his hand.
그건 내가 챙길게. 여긴데.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
사람이 주변에 있나? 그래서 개소리가 들리는데. 이거.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Mutt. Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing?
난 존나 뒤지고 왔는데.
I asked what you're doing here. How about you give me an answer?
If I want to confess, I'll go to the priest. Go away and leave me in peace.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cuman...
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her.
I've interrupted you robbing the dead.
And what of it?
The only way you'll touch this sword is when I shove it in your guts.
So that's the way of it. Not got a sword, huh? Well, this isn't the end, fucker!
개빠르네. 잡지를 못하겠어.
by your side and we did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. You didn't abandon me like me.
여긴가 나무. 야, 어떻게 하는 거야?
So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye! Cut the bastard down! As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah!
Mieszka!
뭐 이리 세네. 원래 죽는 기가.
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, go fuckers! The games are over.
뭐 죽었나?
Nicak, mi bujtittere.
Do you need some help?
Henry! There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Henry, can you hear me? Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day. Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
와, 자 멘탈 겁나 좋네.
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents. I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Talmberg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the band.
What in the world were you
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone after that.
Don't say that.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter.
Searching for me?
Yes? Lord Divish sent.
So Divish promised Sir Radek he'd look after me. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised.
며칠을 찾아는
Good morning to you.
와, 또 많이도 잔다.
Haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the whip.
Got your sense of humor back. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill. My uncle's mill.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you...
Well enough to do what has to be done.
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to.
if you insist. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you.
I've been lying here 2 weeks.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't...
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go...
A word with you, young fellow. Hey, youngster, come here.
귀엽네.